Okay, today we are going to be looking at the voice. Okay, so in communication, your voice tonality, the quality of your voice is very, very important. So you need to know how to navigate between the different ranges of your voice. Now, the kind of speech you are making determines the tone, determines the pitch, and determines the strength in which you use in speaking. So if you are talking before a crowd, especially if you are not making use of, let's say, a public address system or something that is sophisticated enough to communicate your voice to a loud audience, then you may have to be very, very loud. But if you are speaking to a very little group of persons, then you need to control the strength in which you use to speak. So you are talking to those people before you, group of, let's say, just 4 persons. You need to be calm. You don't need to be shouting, and then in a small hall, you are shouting, and people walking across the street can hear you. But if you are talking to a crowd, you have to speak to the crowd. You need to connect with them. So mastering your voice is very, very important. So you need to know when to increase your volume and when to decrease your volume, or when to speak somewhere in between. Some people speak from their head voice, so sometimes they can shout. Some people speak from their throat, and some people speak from the diaphragm. This connects somehow to music, okay? But then whichever way you want to speak, it's like for some persons that have very tiny voices. So, hello everyone, how are you doing? Those kind of people, they have those kind of voices. Okay, very good, well done. No? But if you are going to be speaking to your audience, understand their makeup, so you know the kind of voice to use. If your voice is very, very little like this, and you have to pass across a message, you have to find a way to find the right voice to make use of. And then if your voice is very, very big, and you are going to be talking to children, you need to watch it. You need to know how you're going to step that voice down. So understand your audience and then know how to use your voice. So how can you work on your voice? Of course, you have to practice, right? Number 2, you need to know what is the quality of your voice. If your voice is unnecessarily too light, that it's not there's no grip, it doesn't have this grip, then you need to practice how to make your voice stronger. So what do? Use your phone. You have a phone recorder. Record your voice on the phone and see how it sounds. If it's sounding well, congratulations. If it's not sounding well, practice. Record often and often and often, and talk in a particular manner that you like. Then practice it often.